It's been a warm and dry summer, and grapes respond, or the vines respond to the temperature they've been exposed to. So everything's just moved forward a little bit, and it's agriculture. We have to react. Mother Nature's in charge. They've grown a lot. I mean, exports was a tiny fraction of our sales 10 years ago. I don't have the numbers in my head, but it's going to be in the low single digits as a percentage of over sales of our overall sales, and now that's growing. I mean, the UK there's tremendous demand for our wines locally as well, but export is where the real growth is in the coming period. The quality is here. I really do think that the south of England is the most exciting place in the world to be making traditional method sparkling wines.
Exports are a really large part of how we grow our market share. And you can see, again, the last few years, it's gone from 4% all the way up to 9% back in 2024. And we're doing an awful lot of work as an association, as a category, to go out to the world and tell our story. And tell you what, the world really gets that we're a quality product and are buying. They're excited, and that's a fun place to be.
There we are. Nyetimber Classic Cuvée. Before?
I've been there once before.
Once before. So the Classic Cuvée wine, the grapes used for sparkling wine production. And of course it's from, please enjoy the food and the wine, and I'll be back to you quite shortly, I presume.
Chin chin. Chin chin. Ja.
Og så litt sånn gaffel der sånn. Litt sånn.
Sjushan.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But not in Sjushan, but close to a lake. Yeah, obviously at the moment we don't really do much production of wines ourselves. There is some examples being produced in Norway, which is quite up to level. Obviously quite expensive since we are in Norway, but that also get the food and wine nerd or the gastronomer of the Norwegian people very curious to find new opportunities to evolve their palate or tastes, or just have a good time with something which is really great. And yeah, then it's easy for them to look a little bit everywhere and are curious on other food cultures and produce. Like fårikål, everything is
Exactly.
nice, and have a glass of Nyetimber. They are quite curious and surprised that they produce wine in England. And then you talk about how they done it in the 60s, and actually since the Roman age, and the legionnaires didn't want to go to a place if it weren't possibility to either do wines or olives. And then they suddenly get very curious, moving up a bit, and then when they try it, they are sold. It's yeah. So you need to work on your shot.
That must be so exciting.
It's fun.
So we are hoping to double exports at the same growth rate which we're doing already. So if we can take that 9% should turn into 16 to 18%, hopefully in sort of 5 to 10 years. Look, we've always grown up as an industry with the climate changing, and we're incredibly conscious of that. Our industry probably wouldn't exist without sort of more heat, but also it causes quite a lot of challenges as well because you have different sort of disease and pests. Every year in the UK is very different, which means we've got some of the best winemakers in the world. But we have seen in the last 20 years the ability for us to be able to grow grapes from lots of different varieties. In fact, we have 99 different varieties, and that's as a large percentage of the fact that we are now in a situation where you can actually grow grapes in this country.